We live.
You are tuned into the False Graves podcast. I'm your host, AK Babydoo, the Lightbringer.
And I am ZFL Man.
The moon and star come to me through fire and war. Oh, oh, come Nerevar, come and look upon the heart, upon the heart. Oh, lay down your weapons, it is not too late for my mercy. Oh, oh, come and look upon the heart, upon the heart. Oh, 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 I'm a god, how can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. I'm a god. How can you kill a god? Shame on you, sweet Nerevar. I'm a god. I'm a god. I'm a god. God. I'm a god. I'm a god. I'm a god.
This is day 28 on our quest to be more popular than ass and titties.
And it has been an uphill battle, let me tell you that.
And while the Furman continues his monologue, I am going to continue to try and get the TikTok live running.
Which we are going to go ahead and try and spread this message across the web in every platform we can, both Twitter, both TikTok, both MySpace and Facebook, YouTube, DoTube, and BoobTube. So, I just want to go ahead and start off this little bit of rambling with telling everybody that we were absolutely right.
Absolutely.
Oh my lord. We were talking about that Hawk Tuah girl long before everybody else found that rug getting pulled out from underneath them. We said that she was both an artist. Little did we know that she was also quite the con artist. My lord, people lost so much money under this. There are so many mortgages going under. My man, Lightbringer.
Yeah. So many.
Have you heard about this? Let me go ahead and educate you while you go ahead and do a little bit of telecommunicating. Within the first 24 hours, it was registered under over $1 million worth of value, which, I mean, these aren't solid numbers. These are guesstimated numbers.
3 viewers, thanks for tuning in.
Hey, come on in. More viewers, more hats. So, as it goes, we were going ahead and we got a little bit excited with this whole Hawk Tuah thing, and I confided in my co-host. I was thinking about investing into it, and he told me no, and I'm not gonna lie, less hat. I was a little bit disappointed. I was hoping this was going to be the new Dogecoin, the new GameStop stock.
If only. If only.
He advised me against it, and at the time, I'm not going to lie, I harbored a little bit of darkness in my heart towards you.
Why?
Well, because I wanted to believe. I wanted to believe that a dog could play basketball.
If only.
Yeah, but they had no rules, no regulations, and it turns out that canines can't pass a drug test.
Since when? When could they? I mean, ever since Snoop Dogg, I feel like canines have never been able to pass the test.
Well, this time it turned out to be true because everyone, besides the people that invented it, everyone lost money on it. We're closing into a couple mil.
A couple mil.
We're talking Logan Paul levels of scammery.
Hey, Anna Senpai 05.
Hey.
Thanks for tuning in. Sorry if we're a little scattered. I'm trying to get our TikTok live stream set up, and I'm not having any success.
Unfortunately, we had to bury another editor.
How have things been? How have things been with you and your guy?
Well, a little bit of an update for the audience. If Anna Senpai, if you don't mind if I do, if you do, then I won't press.
Yeah. So thanks for tuning in. We got a host of things to discuss tonight, courtesy of the Furman.
Oh, I've got a million things and one to say, but you know what? The first thing first, we got to go ahead and check in on our audience, which, Anna Senpai, you made that episode absolutely wonderful to work with.
I'm getting reports we are live on TikTok,
We are?
even though I can't see it.
You gotta believe it, Lightbringer. You gotta believe it.
Yeah, I wish I could see it.
Yeah, well, sometimes you gotta have faith. You gotta have faith. Gotta have faith, the faith. Gotta have faith.
So we'll see how it goes. We're trying our best here. We're supposedly live on X as well. We're live on everything.
Oh, we're live on old Twitter?
Yeah, we're old Twitter, new Twitter,
It's like
etc.
New England. A little bit old, but a little bit new.
You know how it goes.
Oh, man. Well, I'm just happy to go ahead and see some familiar faces with Anna Senpai.
Yeah, I hope she didn't leave before we got to reach out to her. We got Adley Studios. They've returned.
Hey, welcome back. Also, happy early Christmas to you, or
Yep.
Chanukah.
Titties. Very nice.
We're almost there. We're almost more popular than them. We have a total of 3 subscribers.
We're trying. We are trying our best. We will not rest until the war is over.
Which we've got a line of topics up there that rivals. Oh, but now we've just been contacted by Anna Senpai. Can you be my eyes? Lightbringer?
Of course. He drunk texted me a lot, and I was ignoring it until it got too much, and I asked if he was okay.
Anna Senpai, you a real one. Because most of the time, guys are too stupid to realize that drunk texting is the dumbest thing to do. However, it is when they're most real and they're most vulnerable.
We're up to 7 viewers
7 viewers
already, and Merry Xmas, brothers.
Happy Muslim Christmas to you guys.
So yeah.
Oh,
Well,
and-
he texted you. What came of it? Are you guys back talking or what?
oh, well, we also got an audio studio.
Yes, we do.
I can tell by the colors. I am not colorblind.
Now, before we get too deep in the chat, what do we got lined up? What's the first thing?
Oh, well, we got a little topic right here, a little ditty that I wanted to go ahead and line up. A woman is trying to break the world record of most men slept with within 24 hours.
Yeah, I've heard about this.
Now, do you know what the original record is?
I don't. 9 something.
918.
You know, she should have just went for the 1,000.
918 of anything is too much. But
Mm.
also, we have got some updates on the Luigi murderer. As a matter of fact, we've also got a unsponsored sponsor coming in. Let's go ahead and introduce you to Death Wish. Liquid Death, actually.
The new flavor.
Oh yeah. It's called what was it called?
It's
again?
called Dead Billionaire. For the record, I don't have anything against most billionaires.
You sponsor whore. Anyway,
I'm not anti-capitalism, so my co-host is.
oh, so much capitalism. Rain that capitalism on my face. However, we are primordially a helping channel. So also, underneath the last comment, could you go ahead and help me out here?
Oh yeah, they're saying they missed us last week. They were prepping their drones for East Coast surprise.
Oh, East Coast. Well, I mean, if it was West Coast with bombs, I would actually appreciate it. California, go ahead and break off from this country.
I kind of feel like without California, the East Coast just wouldn't even be a thing.
And that's because the standards would rise.
I mean, the West Coast, my bad.
Well, we wouldn't know because we're in the polar ice caps.
So speaking of the drones, I'm curious. What do you think is actually behind it? Like, what's the actual motivator? Who's behind it? Why are they there? Is it aliens? Is it government?
Oh, I put money under Ukraine.
You
It's
think
gotta be.
Ukraine?
Oh, it's gotta be.
So Ukraine is sending drones back at us.
Yeah, well, for
in New
funsies.
Jersey.
Well, yeah, I mean, New
Yeah.
Jersey is the heart of America.
So Zelensky is getting money from the U.S.
And then he builds drones.
He builds drones.
And then he sends them back.
And then he sends them back.
As a gift.
Ah.
I mean, use your noodle here. But also, Anna Senpai, I'm so sorry that you had to go through all that.
Mm-hmm.
Just know that, like, our primordial fix here is to going and helping people before comedy. So,
It's crazy. It's like all the people come in waves
yeah.
with our viewership.
Oh, yeah. Which, by the way, we love every single one of you.
Okay.
You guys tuning in gives us life.
I'm excited for this input. We're getting these are anything but drones. Because I personally would love if it was aliens. And now I know you might not be thinking aliens, you're thinking airplanes or what have you, but I do wish it were aliens. Not that I think it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Could it be birds?
Could
Like
it be birds?
future birds? Like maybe they evolved to the next step.
Yeah, I could see that.
I'm just saying, like we see crocodiles all the time evolving. We see, people evolving with their 6 fingers and autism. So, like, maybe this might be the next step for birds.
Absolutely. How could it not be?
It's gotta be.
It's gotta be.
It's gotta be. Which, by the way, love you guys for tuning in so much. Thank you. You guys, you keep this train running.
Yeah, I'm over here trying to like get our live stream on TikTok going, and I mean I'm hearing conflicting reports that we're live on TikTok and then they're saying we're not, so
Well, we almost have like 7 people?
8. We're at 8.
We're at 8. Holy shit.
You don't want to know what this man will do when we get to 10 viewers.
I'll do a whole push-up.
We're at 9. We just got to 9.
Oh, shit.
But anywho, want to ask. We got Adway Studios. I'm a huge alien enthusiast. I've seen a lot over the years. What have you seen?
Oh, well, I've seen a lot of probing, but it wasn't done by aliens. Mostly guys with thick mustaches.
And you're saying those weren't aliens, for the record?
No, they were very white.
What if aliens just have really thick mustaches?
That'd explain a lot.
Tom Selleck, for instance.
Don't you dare.
You don't think he's an
besmirch
alien?
That or the Burt Reynolds. How dare you, sir? But Anna has finally laid in.
Damn. He's thick.
So, Anna, baby girl, go ahead and talk to us.
She's saying we had a friendly connection since then, nothing more.
Okay, well, go ahead and take your steps tenuously and then decide what's right for you, okay? Now back to the jokes.
Well, I'm curious. You seem a little more off-put with the relationship. I'm wondering if you still are as committed to seeing it through, given that you guys have kind of talked since then and you haven't necessarily pursued it romantically.
Which, I mean, completely respectable on either part. If you want to go ahead and try and stick it out, that's very respectable. But on the other hand, if you want to go ahead and cut loose from this, there's nothing hiding you back besides yourself. You need somebody that's going to be invested in you. And you deserve somebody that's going to be invested in you. Not just when he's drunk, not just when he's, vulnerable, but like all the time. Some of the best relationships are based off of, well, I was there during the good times and I was there during the bad times, and you were there during the good times, the bad times, the medium times, and even the tepid times.
So we got some questions.
Oh, hit me.
Why would the FAA allow any of this?
Well, I don't know what you know about Gleeborgs, but they are very, very good on transference for the FFA.
So, but truth be told, I don't know if there's any overlap here. But the furman actually did used to work in the Air Force.
Oh, yeah. Believe it or not, I actually visited Nellis Air Force Base, a.k.a. Area 51, which I saw some things that were very foreign to me. Like Italians, Germans, Spaniards, those guys in Kazakhstan with that one jet that looked like it was made out of bus pieces.
But being, ex-Air Force, do you have any sort of input as to what these might be? Or were you more... Because you were an engineer, right?
Flight line aerospace engineer, yes. Which basically made me a glorified NASCAR jet driver. Which means I didn't get to drive it, but I definitely got to change the tires and all that shit. It was probably the most fun I ever had in my life.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I will never speak ill will of the Air Force. They ride you like a dog, but you will never have an experience like it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people think it's the most the most cushy branch of the military.
Oh, hell no. When you're burning close to like 300,000 gallons of JP9 a day, and that includes snow. So, little fun fact for the chat here. Little fun fact. When you can combust tires on 150 degree sedimentary, which would be basically the driveway,
Right.
which is the fly zone. That's where they take off.
Right.
In Nellis, occasionally tires will, melt and explode. And occasionally when you're flying something like, I don't know, an F-17, and then you're flying it in cold parameters, it has a lot of fans, it builds up a lot of ice. Did you know that you could blow up an engine like that?
I did not.
Well, chat, you just learned a little something today that's unclassified.
But real quick, do you have TikTok on your phone?
No.
Oh, well then we can't check. Anywho, back to what we were saying.
Oh, well, let's go ahead and clock in on our other one.
Yeah. So we got some people going, common sense would tell me everything's on the table. Orchestrated chaos, psyops, etc. I mean, yeah,
definitely.
I don't think anybody knows truly what's going on at the moment. That's part of what makes it so interesting.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely an interesting story.
Keeps it a little fun.
We got between the healthcare CEO and the drones,
Mr. Luigi.
we got a lot going on.
Oh, just in a hometown that I used to live in, too.
Given how crazy the news is these days, when we're rounding the corner on 2024, 2025's coming up. Give me some predictions that you see in 2025. What's going to happen? What are some big and bold predictions?
Massive stereos. Bats and hogs living together. Like, I see President T-Money absolutely destroying Governor-elect Justin Trudeau.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but let's start a little bit more small scale. We have Anna Senpai, kind of weighing in right now. Can I go ahead and use your eyes?
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Anna. She's letting us know that our TikTok live is running. However you found us, we appreciate it.
Man, right here. Thank you.
And she was going, did you guys not see the last message? Yeah, I was just curious if you were happy with it just being a friendly connection. Or are you still hoping it'll turn into more?
Okay, and
or are you more at peace with it just being a friendship now?
And on my end, what constitutes a friendly connection? Because you said these were drunk texts. Now, are these drunk texts about 9 o'clock, he's just trying to pass out, or is this 3 o'clock and it's a little bit more serious? And I mean, feel free, if you don't want to go ahead and get too elaborate, then you can go ahead and tell us, chop it up.
And if we seemed a little distracted, we are officially locked in. For those, if this is your first time,
thank you, Anna Senpai.
I'm the Lightbringer. I'm about to enter the flow state.
Oh, he's about to flow all over your faces.
It's been a while since I've entered the flow state on live stream.
Skirt, 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 skirt.
It's a little too much for some, a little too powerful.
He's at full flow state.
but the flow state is being entered as we speak. So, big awareness, conscientiousness, spirituality.
Whoa, 1 second. Let's take care of our audience before we enter
That is the audience, Mr.
Oh,
Furman.
really?
These are the topics they are discussing.
Okay, well, you'll have to forgive me because I've given up my eyes for the sense of
Yeah.
flow.
How did being blind work when you were in the Air Force?
Oh, absolutely fucking terribly. Have you ever tried to go ahead and finger a robot? It is terrible. You have to go ahead and decide which side is right based on a diagram, and which is basically the same as somebody that knows nothing on the correspondence of cunnilingus. Left, no, your other left. No, up,
I see.
up, no, down, but up.
So did somebody like guide you?
Oh yes, I had a many a good mentor. The problem being is that I am catastrophically stupid when it comes to mechanics, which
is why you became an engineer.
Oh yeah. Well, it's mostly why I became a fry cook, and then became a garbage man, then became somebody that worked in the U.S. Postal Service, also a international breaker upper, which if any of you guys want to go ahead and know if your significant other has any sort of sordid accounts, go ahead and email us, and I can go ahead and do it for a nominal fee.
Nominal fee?
A nominal fee for just the email of that person.
So, Anna Senpai, the new Marvel game, are you talking about Marvel Rivals?
Oh, I heard that was the new Overwatch.
Yeah. I think it's like an Overwatch type game. I haven't played it, but I'm interested in your thoughts. I tend to think Overwatch is the king of that genre. It's kind of like the founder of it.
I don't know. I've seen some shorts that make it look so dirty that like it might as well go ahead and be up with that 1,000 girl count. I saw somebody take the land shark, do a bite move, and then jump off the edge. That is the Donkey Kong Smash Bros move.
Yeah. But I'm curious about the Marvel Rivals. I think it probably isn't gonna like when you look at people who try and imitate Overwatch. There hasn't been much success.
Okay, and how many more characters have Overwatch, released?
I mean, Overwatch is like its own thing.
Oh, they have a gorilla that's very smart. That's nice. Not a very well obtained IPA.
I used to play Overwatch when I was younger.
I used to play Donkey Kong 64 when I was younger. And now I play Xbox.
Oh, so you play a real game.
Yeah, Conker's Bad Fur Day.
So yeah, I do agree the mind is the most powerful asset we have. I'm a big believer in mind over matter. I think people often would benefit from a level of delusion. Baseline reality is hard to handle. Like real reality is very nasty, and it's not easy.
Oh, it's extremely nasty. Where there's a woman that's going to have 1,000 dongs inside her for 24 hours. And I quote, this is a quote from the article, "I'm hoping for a conveyor belt of dick."
Send it on rotation.
I'm just imagining like a montage moment where like Rocky's training, and then he's got like that coach that's like, "Need some water? Do I need to cut you?" She's like just wiping. "Nah, I'm good. Come on, show him up to me."
That is a problem. It's a problem.
I mean, for all
the shit that people talk about these days is not beneficial in the slightest. It is not beneficial.
And sometimes that's even us.
Yeah.
Because, like, 1,000 dick girl that's not attached to anybody. But, like, when 1 in 4 people have an STD.
Hey, Pepe, thanks for joining in. Go ahead and leave us a like. Leave us a comment. We'll get to you. Pepe.
We love interacting with our audience.
So we're getting asked, what state are you guys in?
The deep one.
The deep state. So even though we often, our home residence is on the other side of the ice wall.
Oh, yeah. We might allude to other places.
We often visit TN, Yeah.
10?
TN.
Oh yeah, that one state. What
that
has
one
those people
state
that wears them ghost costumes
in the United States, known as TN.
Oh yeah, them one place is what has those ghost people.
Yeah.
Occasionally, we see them ride by on horses with their.
They
big
got the
burning teeth.
Merrywinklers. They got
Oh.
the Grand Old Opry.
Oh, them like 5 murderers that happened in the last month.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh my god! Within the last 7 days, these people's is crazy.
100%.
Oh man, I love it though. I love me some good goss. By the way, that one place that you used to live before you came over the ice wall, like
Yeah.
there was a shooting, and then there was like this homosexual pair. Can you give me the details?
No. Nobody
I know that
knows
you-
this story.
I mean, like, I know that you used to live on the lane. Like,
Oh,
like
we're-
maybe you have a neighbor's number.
That story is for another time. It's very secretive. But anyway, we're in the central time zone, guys.
It's so fucking.
We are
spicy.
in central. I guess we should start including that.
Eastern Central time. Western Central?
No, we're in central. We're the central time.
Oh,
Like we are the time in the middle.
suck it, Brazil.
And a little secret: anyone over the ice wall ends up in the central time.
Yeah, sorry for all those that are in Germany and whatnot.
Yeah, you guys just.
You're just not central. I'm sorry.
But I want to talk about consciousness, awareness, etc. I feel like the whole of like human existence and life, it's really we're just one big blob of consciousness. And we get put in these bodies, like we get put in this divisionary state of ego and self. But we're really just a consciousness on a pendulum. And as the pendulum swings, violence and death occur.
Okay, so would you say that America is on the swing for A Handmaid's Tale?
Oh, 100%.
Really?
100%.
Okay, well, thank God that we're past the Arctic.
But as the pendulum swings, it's steadily slowing. Like the actual heights of each swing slow. So the violence in the world overall slightly diminishes. But as it gets faster, things get more chaotic. And we're hitting that point like when you bounce a ball and it gets right near the end and it goes like boom. That's where we're at. We're right at the start of boom.
So we're about to go ahead and see some shit happen in some small towns.
Yes.
Oh,
We
I
are-
can't wait for the goat sacrifice.
We are entering the boing era. Like that is where we're at.
Oh, well, Lightbringer, be my eyes, because like our chat is lighting up.
We got Adley Studios saying they use a high-powered laser to communicate with UFOs. Yes, it works.
Well, yeah, when they shoot them down.
So I would love if we got to see aliens before my life is over. Like I want to see it.
Let's go to Mexico. You'll see all the aliens you could ever
Once we get on
want.
some peyote.
Oh, see, no, well, I mean, just using your eyeballs. But yeah, sure.
I hear if you take enough peyote and shine laser pointers at the sky, the aliens will come down and visit.
Okay, well, I mean, if you want to see some actual aliens, watch the border walls. You'll see so many. It's unreal.
Good.
I'm just saying.
Good.
I'm just saying. Like, you never hear about somebody getting deported from fucking Britain or Canada, the communist state that it is.
Do you know what the Fermi paradox is?
No.
It's we're either alone in the galaxy or there's like this filter that keeps us from accessing other like life forms. Like there's this great filter that equalizes intelligent life.
Well, to be fair, as the human race, we have a very bad habit of taking over shit that we have no claim to for very poorly justified reasons.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I really wouldn't be surprised if, aliens, like, kind of put, like, a glass dome over us.
Yeah, well, my thought is once we've established ourselves as actually not self-destructive, like, well, like the idea being when we've proven we're not a self-destructive species,
Okay.
The veil is lifted, and we're like welcomed into the intergalactic council. Like they're like, okay, these guys made it. They stopped killing each other. Welcome.
Okay, but be real. Okay,
Yeah.
so all of people getting along. Okay.
Yeah, that is my theory on what the actual filter is for the Fermi paradox.
Which is so perfect because, like, I don't believe that at all. There is not a fucking chance in this world that everybody gets along.
Do you believe aliens exist?
Absolutely.
Okay.
There
I'm glad
is
we can agree
billions
there.
and billions and billions and billions and millions between us and the nearest, not the nearest star, but like every other star in the Milky Way.
Hey, thanks for leaving us a like. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. Appreciate it.
But like people getting along, now that's a little bit much.
That's too much.
Oh my god. The human race is only bonded by tragedy.
So what kind of out-of-body experiences have you had? I'm someone who has tried to have an out-of-body experience, but I have failed.
Oh, are we talking astral projection?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've tried to astral project and failed.
Oh yeah. Well, it's because you got too many neurons.
As a light bringer, you'd think it would be easy for me.
No, it's because you have that perspective. Like, the easiest way to do it is to go ahead and develop a completely debilitating drug habit and then cut it
That
completely
works.
out.
That does work.
It refocuses your mind, almost like doing that slide A, slide B in front of your eyes.
Yeah.
And that's what I've experienced. Like, I have actually walked around my own house out of my own body, not really asleep.
Really?
Yeah, and I really wouldn't recommend it to anybody. The travel is not worth it. Either you start off early or you just leave it be.
We got a question.
Ooh.
Why is it that we came from apes, but yet apes are still here? Where's the evolution?
That's because nobody wants to fuck an ape. I'm sorry. That is just hard facts for you guys.
Let's see. So what does that mean?
It means that apes need to go ahead and get in the gym and start getting them gyats, and then maybe they can boost themselves up. But the human race has always been willing to slum it. But like even the drunkest, most debilitating debauchery man has always been like, an ape's too far.
Yeah. So I tend to believe evolution can be real and the spiritual and religious can be real at the same time. I think a lot of religion is interpreted in the form of a story, which might superimpose reality.
Basically allegorical.
But I think like what defined humans, what made humans, that there is a chance we did start as apes to a degree. And I think abstract thought, like truly abstract thought, is what made us who we are.
So like Garden of Eden?
Well, it's like the ability to maintain multiple abstract thoughts has an almost exponential effect.
So it kind of like puts gas on the fire.
Yeah. It's like at some point we had to be hit with that, the ability to think abstractly. Like not just for survival, like an ape with tools or mashing a melon into a coconut.
Yeah, like you had to go ahead and put some more thought than just a little bit into it.
Hey, Primetime 20, thanks for tuning in.
Hey.
We are a fresh, up-and-coming podcast, and our mission statement is to be more popular than ass and titties. You can help us.
Which we also dispense both philosophical and deep thoughts.
Every like is a battle against is a battle to be more popular than ass and titties. And if we get 10 viewers, the Furman will do one full push-up on the chair right here. One full push-up. We're at 9 now.
Yeah, which if you guys want to go ahead and see it, it'll probably be the funniest thing you ever see.
If you want to see a real push-up, get ready.
Diamond squared on this chair. This man will adjust the camera. But if you guys get us up to 1,000, there are tasers involved.
We got somebody going, your mind produces the chemicals for natural DMT.
Only when you die and then when you sleep and in small amounts if you're not on anything else.
Having taken some psychedelics in my life, I feel like DMT is more prevalent as a child. Like when I think back on the way I thought as a child, it almost felt like a psychedelic experience.
Yeah, because like it's almost unreal. Everybody is looking out for you.
Mm-hmm.
Even the most shitty parents have to keep you alive.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I've been a part of both like the greatest parent experience and the worst.
Yep. Hey, we got some people following. Thanks for tuning in.
Oh, hey.
Yep.
Hit us up.
But yeah, I've never done DMT.
That is literally the only thing I haven't done.
I guess we got to do it on the stream. No.
I'm willing to do it for 50,000 followers.
No. But yeah, I've stayed away from that. Some of the stories I'm like, is it gonna be too strong? Like, I don't know that I could handle it. I've got a sensitive psyche, let's say.
Oh,
very sensitive.
But like, here's the thing.
My ego.
His ego. But like, we've also went ahead and indulged in a little bit of Galaxy Gas live on stream, which. I mean,
for all of our TikTok viewers out there,
you gotta come check us out on YouTube.
It was called Family Friendly Gas.
Yes.
Yeah, it was the FFG.
It was the PG-13 diet version, but however, it did give my voice a certain je ne sais quoi.
Yeah. But no, the psychedelic realm is obviously a very perplexing one.
For those who aren't indulging every day,
I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted to go sober is what's right. Like, sober is what's real.
Yuck.
Yeah, I know. But I can't help but find myself thinking sober is how it's meant to be.
Okay, well, as a hedonist, let me go ahead and shake your hand. You're fucking wrong, but okay. Everybody needs a little bit of escape, and everybody needs a little bit of a perception change at some point.
Hey, Whistler Ginsler, thanks for tuning in. Go ahead and leave us a like and a subscribe. And if you don't mind, hit that bell. And then a follow.
We do end up hitting you guys with a little bit of life advice if you guys leave it in the comments.
And if you don't mind, you can always leave a SWA, which is short for swallow.
Or a chuggy. I miss chuggy so bad.
So speaking of frequencies... I'm curious about frequencies because part of what I think.
Yeah, is that who I think it is?
It is, but there's so many like videos on YouTube or ads you'll see that's like this frequency is gonna do this for you. Like you listen to this frequency, and your body's gonna be at peace. You can't get your dick hard, listen to this frequency, and then you're going to have a rock hard erection the entire time.
The Hulu ads of if you have AIDS, continue to fuck because you have this pill.
Like forget about Viagra. You listen to this sound and that dick, you're going to need a doctor because it's going to last more than 4 hours.
I can go ahead and promise that's not real. But like for the meantime, we have got like a new user, or is it who I think it is?
Yeah, we got a let's talk about that. A visitor from our last 2 episodes ago.
Pew, 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 pew.
They're one of the ones from Canada. They're saying, "Hey, we're ready to be your next state. Our country is a mess. Our finance minister resigned on Monday, hours before delivering a dismal budget report."
Oh, they're finally ready to get rid of that loony shit.
I saw that. Like, it's crazy. And the finance minister is like someone who's been in that administration like a very long time.
We want you and your maple syrups and your free hookers. Please.
How do you guys feel about the counter? I don't know who in Canada said it, but when Trump was talking about making Canada the 51st state.
Wait, does that mean that we're at 10 subscribers or 10 viewers?
We're at 9.
Oh,
somebody had stated that Canada was planning on doing like a retaliatory trade agreement with the U.S. I forget what they were going to do.
Probably go ahead and put like a 1% on there. Canadians, and I say this very respectfully, when it comes to anything but hockey and gooses, y'all get a little bit uppity about both, but everything else, y'all are very polite.
I like how on TikTok we're for some reason listed in the gaming category.
Well, we're spitting that game, which, by the way, to our Canadian viewers, I apologize for everything else. You guys throw the best fucking hockey games, because it's mostly fights and then hockey breaks out.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate.
There's nothing in this, by the way.
There's a
Let me
Molson
swap
in mine.
comps.
In solidarity.
Speaking of which, I haven't tried the new Liquid Death flavored Dead Billionaire.
Oh!
So I'm about to try Dead Billionaire. Yes, they did seize the body of Brian Thompson. Yes, they did liquefy it.
Oh,
And yes, he is in this can.
Dead Billionaire. Go ahead and show it off to the crowd.
Tastes a little sour.
Let me just dribble that down my chin. Oh.
So I'm curious for people, because Trump gets a lot of support.
I think I got his knee.
Trump gets a lot of support across the world. When you're like a country like Canada, we're like partners, but also, you know, there's some rivalry.
There are war criminal hat.
Yeah, I wonder, you know, how do you guys feel about Trump wanting to impose these things? Like, are you like, yes, we need this guy to like go ahead and set the tone?
You already got mans in the chat saying that, you know, well, thems, because I don't know if you're men's or females, but like you got thems in the chat saying like we're ready to be 51st.
Yeah.
Which,
Are you like Trump just wants what's good for America, and he doesn't care about the rest of us? Or are you actually like, you know, he could actually do good for everyone?
well, Trump's under such a microscope that like if he want to go ahead and do anything, then he'd go ahead to be macroscope about it.
So Furman, I do want to point out your swallowing abilities have been called into question by the chat. They're saying you do not possess good swallowing.
No, that was dead billionaires taste like dog piss.
I actually have to defend my co-host here, the Furman. He swallowed about 15 live crickets.
Oh, go ahead and check out that
one
episode.
of our older streams on YouTube.
You gotta check it out. It's so fucking gross.
So I will say, to that degree, he definitely earned some
swallowing points.
Some swallow points.
Some swallow points. I mean, it's not 918 people, but you know, it was 25 to 30 crickets. Australian bred and raised is where they spent most of their days.
Of course. So we got Trump is my president, red pill all the way. There we go. I mean, welcome aboard.
Well, I'm more of like a gray neutral pill, but
yeah.
Like, it's anybody that's actually going to do this country right.
Yeah.
Anybody that's going to go ahead and spend like $500 billion and not have any of it traced. Have their people get off on large charges.
Larging and charging.
Not very favorable.
It's Furman and AK Baby Do, the Lightbringer. Now, Furman, though he doesn't say the other part of his title, is the hedonist.
I am very much.
Furman lives a very hedonistic lifestyle.
I've got a body count over fucking 80, and most of them aren't dudes, but some of them are.
Whereas I strive to live a very enlightened one. I'm 9,000 years old, and I first discovered the light in a cave when I was 86.
Yeah, he lives off of like wheat and barley.
Yes.
And yeast, with them being fermented.
Yes. A book is on the way.
Oh.
The 15 Pillars of Light, but that will be out sometime in 2026.
I'll go ahead and give you the first step. Get on that Molly. Get on that.
Yes, for
Molly.
anyone who wants to know how to be in the light, Molly is the first step.
That's actually the 16th step in the 15th program.
Yes. And the 22nd leg of the institution.
Is this like the 10 rules of power, and then there actually happens to be a 13th?
Oh, yes. The 15th reason why.
You guys got to go ahead and rewatch some episodes because we covered this. However, we need to move back to some topical topics.
The Lightbringer, that's a spiritual handle, question mark.
A spiritual handle.
Not say religious, but spiritual.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it was also the name of the fucking devil.
Yeah.
Lucifer.
I know. What's funny is the title came before I even knew about that.
You were ignorant one time.
Yeah.
But the AK baby do.
Yes.
That's what we refer to him. Which, by the way, we are sending out packets of Kool-Aid if you guys want to join us on our,
Packets of Kool-Aid.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Our first merch line.
Oh, yeah. It's strawberry thin Kool-Aid, so it's actually really good. And, sugar packets.
So there are people who will go, 'cause I can actually say this and it be true. I know you're not leaving me.
Oh, I gotta pee.
I'll wait for your return before I come back with this.
Cover it, my AK.
No, I'll go cover it. So I've actually had people go, what is light bringing? What does that mean? Like, what are you referencing when you say you're a light bringer? It's really the spirit of childhood. The childlike energy and the magic that children have is something I think is continually encroached upon. It's continually attempted to be stolen. Like, I feel like as adults with media and corporations and government, we want to kind of steal the innocence from the world. We want to steal the purity for multiple selfish reasons. Light bringing is the art of maintaining or growing the childlike innocence. It's reestablishing it, or it's furthering what you already have and not losing it. How do you remain in that state and that naivety and that innocence and the purity that you might have had as a kid that has been lost having to deal with, based on reality? That's what light bringing is, maintaining the childlike spirit.
Yeah, what he said.
And now that you're back,
yeah.
I just want to let you know, one of our viewers said, have a great piss, Furman.
Oh, thank God. I did.
And we got somebody on TikTok called the Whistler.
The Whistler. Don't worry, I went ahead and R. Kelly'd all over that toilet. Well, toilet's a loose term. That sink.
Yeah, from 0 to 7 is the holy grail. After that, we fuck it up. We did. I think it's intended, though. Like, we have to learn the lesson. It's hard to appreciate something truly unless you've endured it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, one of the ways you really appreciate being a kid is becoming an adult.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, well, every kid wants to go ahead and grow up and then be, Mr. CEO. I get to kiss ladies. And then all of a sudden you realize that half the time that you're going to be sued for such. By the way, shout out to Andrew Tate going through such.
If you shake it more than once, you're playing with it. I don't shake it. I squeeze it, personally.
Well, see, personally, I don't squeeze it. I just, tilts left to right.
I gotta squeeze it. That's just me.
I don't squeeze it. I just, I shimmy and then I shake.
Oh, yeah?
Like a classy broad.
Ah.
Well, see, I want to go ahead and be the best Zayzemzur that they could ever aspire to be. I'm that kind of person. When I come up to a urinal, I pull it down to my ankles, and then I shake it to the left, and then to the right, and then back to the left.
And guys, I want to say thank you for tuning in. Like, we're gonna continue, but we genuinely appreciate your comments and your viewership. Like, we are a very fresh podcast, and getting some real engagement from people we don't know is what this is all about.
And we know that we treat this podcast a little bit light, but you know what? if you need a little bit of life advice, we can go ahead and drop the comedy a little bit to go ahead and be serious.
Naomi, thanks for joining. Leave us a comment, leave us a like. We'll
Does
get
that
to
make
you.
10?
No, because people are dropping and coming.
Ooh, dropping
Like,
and coming.
You know, like the
Oh,
the
man,
Lily Phillips story.
that's my life.
But okay, we got some people going. You still have to have playtime as an adult. Life gets too serious for some. I'm actually the type for things to get too serious. I'm
not.
Yeah, he's a little more lax with it.
See, the power move in the bathroom right there where you drop your underwear and your pants all the way down to your ankles and then you piss and then shake. I'm going to tell you right now. That right there, that introduces a little bit of comedy into your life.
A little bit of childlike innocence.
The guy taking a shit only hears the panic from the guy to your right. That right there, that is the essence of comedy.
Speaking of taking a shit,
Oh.
I have a theory that in a public restroom, you want to be the loudest. You want to, if there's multiple people, you want to be the one
Oh, yeah. This is dueling banjos.
asserting the most dominance.
Yeah, that's dueling banjos.
Yeah, so you'd agree with that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If you're going to take a shit, you can't drop like it.
You got to own it.
Yeah.
You got to show up and own it.
You got to stop by with a something. An absolute world destroyer.
Yeah.
Man, woman, they, them,
Yep.
LGBTQIA.
I've been at places where there are guys who will just walk out of the bathroom if someone else is in there. Like, they'll just leave. And I'm like,
Shameful.
you're really gonna...
Your option to laugh has already left the building. You aren't even human. Like, that's the whole point of being human. It's knowing that there's weird, gross shit that happens, but knowing that it happens to somebody else.
Yeah.
That's what makes the connection.
Yeah. And sometimes just piss on the floor. Like,
No, well, okay, let's reel it back here a little bit. Let's reel it back.
if the bathroom's already in a bad state.
No, we're talking porta potties.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, in that case, like, not
imagine they did like a shared porta potty. Like, that's a new invention. Like, not just like two back to back, but like an open door, two double port.
just have one guy taking a piss, just wave at the other guy taking a shit. Hey, my name's Jeff. Fuck no.
Okay, we're up to 9 viewers. One more for a full push-up from the Furman. He hasn't done one in a couple years.
Oh, come on. Actually make me work for it.
Adley Studios got me laughing. He goes, they go, fuck, my wife just got hearing aids. She just realized how loud her shit farts are. My life has changed. So how does she feel about it now? Like, is she confident in them? Is she insecure? Is she feeling like maybe she's got to...
If they loud, they definitely stink.
No, a loud fart doesn't necessarily mean it stinks. I have to disagree with you there. I know there's the old silent but deadly.
No, when it comes to girls, it's always when it's loud it stinks, and when it's fucking quiet it stinks. They hold it in. Oh god, that hurts. Oh, my tummy, please.
Do girls fart? Like, I don't know.
I will go ahead and tell you right now. Yeah,
Okay, you can confirm.
it's not through a wanton known, but yeah.
So I have to agree with the chat.
Ow.
You know what would be great? A see-through toilet. I
No.
agree with that.
Oh, gross.
I agree.
No, because there's no way that you can reach that with a cleaning brush.
What do you mean you can't reach it?
Oh my god.
You can clean something that's see-through.
No, you can't. What are you, Kitty Pryde of the fucking X-Men?
A nice acrylic toilet. Yes.
Oh my god.
That would be good.
There'd be so much shit.
You could watch the shit go through.
Into the S-bend, where you would still see your shit residue, which I don't know about you guys, but I don't have like a dedicated fucking coat hanger to scrape the shit out of my S-bend.
Okay, true story. No, I'm not gonna tell this story. Yeah. So okay, well, continue.
No, it's too late. Hit me. No, you've been called out.
One time at a car wash. Okay, quick story, quick ending. I went to a car wash with my grandmother when I was younger. At the car wash, I had to take a shit. I go to the bathroom, door's locked, can't take a shit. Have to hold it. Have to hold the shit. Go into the bathroom. It's completely clogged. The shit's still there. It's filthy. Period. Everything's nasty. Don't even want to sit down. Grime everywhere. I decide I'm going to add to it. I pop open the back lid of the toilet.
You don't.
And then I stand on the toilet seat.
An upper decker?
And I and I drop one right in the reservoir. Now, this, keep in mind, I'm like 13, 14.
I can't do it.
So I was a menace. I was a bit of a menace. And while I'm there,
you fucking degenerate!
I noticed that somebody comes to clean the bathroom while we're waiting for my grandmother's car to get cleaned.
Okay, I gotta hear the rest of the story.
Well, the rest of the story is I'm sitting there, the guilty party, seeing an individual come in to clean or unclog that toilet, knowing what I had done.
Fucking criminal.
I could hardly hold it back.
I thought that I was with somebody that believed in Jesus Christ.
Well, I've paid my dues since then.
Look, I've sucked a lot of dick in my life. It doesn't make up for the fact that you shit in the upper deck. That is the most degenerate thing I've ever heard.
I was a degenerate.
Oh my God.
I come from, a very...
I hope you've been blessed, sir.
I have, thank God.
I hope you've been blessed by the Lord Jesus Christ, because that is the worst thing that any person can do to another person. They shit, and then they flush, and then there's more shit. How dare you? How dare you?
I was one of those kids.
I can't believe this.
I was
my
one
co-host.
Of those. Yeah.
I'm going to have to put more in my drink. I'm
but yeah.
sorry. I can't believe
that was before I discovered the light.
Yes, because that was pure darkness. The duty juice has made it pure darkness.
There is no dark without the light, correct?
Yeah, well, when you take a shit in the top, that right there, you could beat a child to death and it would still be on equal grounds. That is the worst thing that I've ever heard.
Okay, so we're getting some conflicting beliefs. We're saying some people are going.
You're my eyes. I wish I could trust you.
Girl farts don't smell.
Oh well, that's wrong.
You have experience.
I've been with many a girls, and every time they fart, they smell. But anyway.
And then we got some respect, pure respect. Public toilets are disgusting. That's like leaving a tip. I agree.
Oh.
I felt like I left him a little tip.
Oh, my audience, how
I added to what was. I added to what was already there.
My audience, I'm not mad at you. I'm just slightly disappointed. I'm not mad at you. It's okay. You don't know any better. I've been to so many porta potties that had shit on the rims. Which is somehow slightly worse. Well, it's not slightly, it's much worse. Because how the fuck you gonna miss the hole with your booty holes on? Be my eyes, Lightbringer.
Okay, we got some other claims, some scientific claims in the chat.
Oh, some special scientific, physical...
Yes, respectful women store their shit for a week at a time.
Well, not a week, but at least not while you're in the presence. If they fucking rip a fart in front of you, it's either true love or it's a time to go ahead and separate. That's all there is to it.
I see. So it's one or the other. If your girl farts around you, it's either true love or it's time to break up.
That is the sign.
What you say? Hey. What you say? Hey.
Look, I'm just saying. There is a lot of things that go on in this world, but like if your girl farts or shits in front of you, it's either because she is too comfortable or not comfortable enough. That's all there is to it.
I see.
Yep.
About to hit them double shades.
Oh, wait. Are we at the double viewers?
We're about to enter the double shades hour. Irvin, thanks for tuning in.
Oh, are we at 10?
Yes. What's the best way to get a hold of us? Check our email and our YouTube bio. I put it in there.
Message in, baby.
Go ahead and send us an email. At some point, we'll have more options, but we're technically illiterate. It is a miracle we've gotten this far. We're at 10 viewers. Go ahead and cue it. I will back up a little bit.
Oh my God. Are you ready for this?
We're about to see a push-up live. I know what you're thinking.
Well,
impossible.
Am I going to have to do this on the counter? Because, like, I don't...
Do what you can, bro. Like, make use of what we got.
Okay, then. An incline push-up it is. Because you know what?
Yeah,
There's
guys, a
things-
push-up is about to happen.
There's a lot of things that I am in this world. Which, by the way, for 1,000 viewers, this is a diamond push-up. Oh! Oh, fuck my arms! Ah!
The shaft was giving him some trouble
Oh, God.
on the mic, but don't worry, a video will be coming out soon of a proper push-up.
Oh. I just...
So, shitting and farting in front of you is a sign that she's real and more than tits and ass.
Now, that is
True.
a very controversial thought.
And while we're on the topic, we are on a quest to be more popular than tits and ass.
Oh, very much so.
So yeah, I think we're on every platform though. So you can find us on probably anywhere you can message us. Go ahead, send us a message. We'd love to like do a crossover on your show, guys. I checked out
yeah.
your channel and I didn't subscribe. I forgot to, but I will subscribe, and we can like maybe like touch base.
Well, I mean, due to the holidays and being absolutely financially destitute, I didn't. But you know what? I'm going to.
Good.
By the way, pass me back my sip.
You want to try this other one?
Oh, fuck yeah. So, Liquid Death. We tried your other one, your Liquid Billionaire, and I'm not going to lie, it was dog water. However, with this,
Guys, go ahead and rate that push-up you saw on the desk. Like, was it a 10 out of 10?
it was probably more like a 3 out of 5.
What do
but
you guys think about that push-up you just saw?
Actually, this one ain't bad. Gotta try this one out.
Adley
You being my
Studios
eyes.
still going on about their wife not being able to hear her own shits and farts.
Amber Heard, you are not heard right now. I would drink this one, but it's
That one's better.
See
That
told
one.
you. Yeah, well, I mean, that one's
Squeezed
yours.
to death.
I've got.
Push-up needs a little work.
Well, if he's willing to go ahead after the push-up, it's gonna be end. Which what are we on this runtime right now?
We're at 1:03, 1 hour and 3 minutes. And real quick, when we do hit a point where we can sustain a living just from this podcast, I'm going to become the Furman's personal trainer.
And I'm gonna get ripped as fuck, boy. Or they thems.
Because I've got, a pretty good routine in my past of working out, and I want to personally punish him because on top of being a light bringer,
I've got all this jiggly to take care of.
I'm also a tried and true sadist, and I can't help it. I was born that way. Okay, I was born. I tried to I'm turning my sadism to the common good by refining him into a fine statue, like the statue of David, but with a bigger penis.
Well, I'm gonna look like Squidward with an extra tentacle.
Handsome Squidward.
Oh man, it'll be legendary.
It will.
So, are you ready to go ahead and alter your camera angle for me to go ahead and do a proper push-up for these motherfuckers? That'll be the end of the episode, though.
There's no way I can alter this camera live.
Oh, yeah. You just tilt it.
How about we do it on the desk?
On
Okay.
the desk? On the desk. All right, well, I'm game. It wouldn't be the first time I've been asked to do it
The
somewhere
furman
weird.
is about to take the desk. We're scooting our equipment back, and we're about to get
You
a
guys
firm desk push-up.
You guys forget, I used to be part of the USA military. Ugh. This is all for you guys, the viewers. And when I say you guys bring me 1,000 viewers live.
Can you fit on that?
Oh, ha. Can I fit on it? Probably not.
We're not done yet. We've got push-ups coming.
Oh, stay tuned, motherfuckers.
I'm gonna.
In a Santa hat and slippers. For 10 viewers.
We're up to 10.
I ain't going until I get out. I'm already being choked by a microphone. So, if you guys want to see some more crazy shit happen, we need you guys to tune in. I have promised for 1,000 live viewers to be tased for
Yes.
your enjoyment. 10,000 to be paintballed. For 30,000 to eat a live octopus. Get on it.
For 30,000 viewers, we will eat a live. Well, Furman will eat a live octopus. But we are conservationists. How does that play in?
Oh, well, I'm just recycling animal waste. They just gonna sit around opening jars, fucking lazy.
But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. We really appreciate it. We're a growing channel. We're trying to get all platforms. We're hoping to build some viewership. Adlace, let's talk about that. You're some of our best viewers. Anna Senpai, if you're still there. Thanks for tuning in.
Which, by the way, we're still willing to go ahead and stop the comedy to actually give you some real life advice.
And yeah, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, happy Chanukah.
We appreciate you. Let's see
Well,
what kind of sounds I've got to exit on.
well, let me go ahead and tell this before you do.
Yeah.
Just remember, stay positive. Test negative.
And always be in the light.